So what's your full name, Dorothy?
Dorothy Morehead.
And Dorothy, you live you're a Woodside, Sunnyside resident?
I live on 46th Street, right near the corner of 39th Avenue.
And tell me, so what are your thoughts on the new layout here?
It's ridiculous. It is totally ridiculous. You can stand here and watch people break the law to get to 46th Street from 39th Avenue or coming up Barnett. It's really awful.
So do you think it was an ill-informed decision to roll this out?
It was a totally political decision. It had nothing to do with traffic safety.
And could you expand on that?
Yes, our councilman is very interested in being a very progressive, pro-bike person, and this would not be here if it weren't for him.
So we've been here for the last couple of minutes and there seems to be a lot of confusion. Do you think the plan has been properly explained to residents?
Not at all.
What do you think is going to be the outcome of this? Do you think it's going to improve with time?
I think someone's going to get killed here, and that will be the only way it will get changed.
It was passed overwhelmingly by the community board. What are your thoughts on the process of how it got come to pass?
A lot of the people on the community board were represented by the same aforementioned councilman who put them in position. And I don't think I quit. I left the community board after 28 years. And I think it's a shame. The people that are voting on this, that are making the plans for this, don't live here.
Do you think the new layout here is even worse than Skillman?
Oh yes, definitely. Definitely worse than Skillman.
Tell me, what do you think in the next couple of months? How do you see things panning out?
Well, I hope nobody is hurt, but what a lot of people don't understand, especially the people that don't live here that are making the decisions for us, is that there are private buses that parents hire to bring their kids to and from school. This is their path. They come up here and they go right to the corner of 46th Street and drop off or pick up the kids. They can't do that anymore. They have to go all the way around, and there's going to be a big new school on the corner, a big new intermediate school. The traffic is already worse than I have seen in all my years here, and it's only going to get worse. So hopefully with a new administration, we'll get some changes made.
Do you think there was changes needed to be made in this area?
There should have been a stop sign right here on this corner because it's a blind corner, and there should have been a stop sign here, definitely. There should have been more stop signs along 39th Avenue. There are stretches where like this goes from 43rd Street all the way to 48th Street with no traffic signals. It invites speeding. And so I would definitely say this here, right this corner, which is a blind corner, especially with these hedges, there should have been a stop sign. There should have been stop signs and crosswalks in front of the park on 49th Street in Skillman. Those would have been two very important things. But to just to dump this on us it's infuriating. It's awful. My house is on 46th Street, but my bedroom window is this way. I hear horn honking and squeak. Yeah, they go. Oh man. Yep, this is. I'm afraid it's going to be quite typical. The only traffic enforcement I ever see around here is when they're giving out parking tickets. So I doubt it's going to be enforced.
Another resident told me that there's a few that the DOT promised that there would not be any car spaces lost. I think that has proven not to be.
This whole block from the entrance of Sunnyside Towers all the way to 45th Street has lost parking spaces, and on the other side of Sunnyside Towers. So, and I really haven't seen what's further up the block, but I mean there's dozens of parking spaces gone.
The DOT said that the reason for implementing this was to make it safer for bicyclists, safer for road traffic users, car users. Do you think it's going to make it safer for one category of users of the road?
None. I've already seen bikers go right through the signs. They don't stop at stop signs. They go the wrong way against traffic. Not so much here, but now that part of this is one way, they will. That might be a private bus. I don't know, but it's a mess.
No problem. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.